Hello, third graders. So this week we are continuing to talk about the inventing engineering process that we've been working on. And then we're going to read another story this week. And this one is called Leo Cockroach Toy Tester. So we talked last week about how when you create something and you invent something, you don't just try it out the one time. You have to keep testing it and trying it and trying it and trying it again. Well, did you know there's an actual job out there that is a toy tester? There are people whose whole job is to test toys, okay? So let's read it and see what happens with Leo. This is Leo Cockroach. The lady with the shoe is Mildred Splat, president and CEO of Wadatoy Toys. Leo lives in Miss Splat's desk, and though she doesn't know it, Leo works at the toy company too. I've got you now, you horrible little bug, Miss Splat says. Leo is a toy tester. He works at night, and he's good at his job. Testing toys is hard work, and it can be downright dangerous for a cockroach. You see how he's testing? You can say, wee, wow, fire, ouch, yikes, you can see down there. When Leo finds a winner, he takes it back to Miss Splat's office with the help of his only real friend, a cat named Bernard. It hadn't taken long for Miss Mildred Splat to realize that these little gems would fly off the shelves of the toy store, and she had come to rely on those nocturnal surprises to keep her company in business. You can see he's getting ready to test the little airplane. Up, up, and away, he says. Leo didn't mind so much that Mildred took all the credit. He enjoyed his work. The problem was that Miss Mildred Splat hated Cockroach. She thought Leo was a disgusting little pest, and every time she spotted him, Mildred tried to squash him. Bernard, Leo panted, that lady really bugs me. Bernard just sighed. Cockroaches might be spineless, but tonight I'm getting a backbone. I'm going to fly that plane right over to the toy company across the street. Let's see who brings Mildred toys then. That night, the two friends hugged each other before Leo scurried aboard the plane. Bernard, my friend, look for me across the street. Life is bound to be better there. You could try writing Miss Splat a letter, said Bernard. Too late for that, yelled Leo as the plane flew out the window. And he says, oh, so long, mon ami. At first, Leo's flying abilities left something to be desired. But after a few minor corrections, he was flying like a fly. Soon he would be landing in the office of Mr. Magnus Worm, president and CEO of Not So Good at Toys. Landing might be too soft of a word. Crashing is more like it. See where he landed? When he came to, Leo found himself in a furnished cage, front and center on the desk of the boss himself. Well, thought Leo, this isn't half bad. Mr. Worm seemed a pleasant enough fellow when he strode through the door. After introducing himself, Leo described how he had gotten to Mr. Worm's office. Now, said Leo, if you will open the door of my beautiful new home, I will begin testing your fine toys. I think it will be better if I brought the toys to you, Magnus Worm replied. How marvelous, thought Leo. Finally, I'm getting the respect I deserve. Toys of all shapes and sizes were brought before him, and on every occasion, Leo was forced to tell Mr. Worm that his toys were junk. Not just unpleasant to play with, but unsafe as well. Mr. Magnus Worm was ear-wigging out. Let's see if you can see some of the fun toys. We have the chock full of chokables, the stringless yo-yo, the ride-a-rock, and the baby boom baby's first fireworks. Probably not good toys. Leo started thinking that maybe he'd made a mistake. He really missed Bernard, and he wasn't even allowed out of his cage anymore. All he could do was look out through the bars and rate the new toys. Thumbs up for good and thumbs down for bad. Unfortunately, Leo could never give anything the thumbs up. He's wondering, what have I done? Mr. Magnus Worm was as angry as a swarm of bees. Things were looking bad for Leo, worse in a way than when he worked for Mildred Splat. Leo thought if I could just get out of this cage, I'd head back across the street. Better to run from a shoe than to live like a slave. As luck would have it, Mr. Worm placed a rocket on his desk for Leo's judgment. It was poorly painted and badly made, but it was his only chance. Winging it, Leo made up a story about having to test fly the rocket before he could rate it. Surprisingly, Magnus Worm agreed. Here goes nothing, he says. At first, the rocket dipped, swooped, and flew upside down, but finally, Leo managed to point it in the direction of the window. Ramming the throttle forward, the rocket raced through the window and into the blue sky. Halfway across the street, the engine stopped, and Leo thought he was headed for the big Roach Motel in the sky. Pointing the nose of the rocket toward Mildred's window, Leo crossed all of his legs and said a prayer. When he opened his eyes, the first thing he saw was his friend Bernard. Such joy, such happiness! Leo told Bernard about his life at Not So Good at Toys, and Bernard told Leo about how Mildred Splat hadn't had a hit toy since Leo had left. She was bugging out. Well then, said Leo, I had best get my legs in gear, but I'm telling you right now, my good cat, it's not going to be like it was before. No more trying to stomp me or poison me or anything. I'm taking your advice. I'm going to write Mildred a letter. Miss Splat, my name is Leo. I am the cockroach you were trying to squash. I am also the fellow who is putting the really good toys on your desk. I have been away, but now I am back. I understand that business has not been good since I left. If you stop trying to step on me, I will do my best to help you. I know you like your job as much as I like mine. So, enough with the shoe already. Sort of fondly, Leo Cockroach. And things worked out better for Leo, even better than he expected. So, let's think about this here. Toy testers, they would need to take a look at the risks and the benefits of toys. We talked about those back a few lessons ago. Remember, those risks are those things that might be bad, not so good outcomes, things that could go wrong. But there also could be some benefits. So think about toys. Toys could have the risks of things being too small, things containing small parts that might be a choking hazard. A toy could be too sharp and poke somebody. So you guys are going to get to become toy testers. You're going to pick any two toys, and you're going to get to test them, compare them. There's an assignment that you're going to do this on. You're going to tell us what they are, okay? And if they're safe, you're going to give them thumbs up. You're going to give them some ratings. Think about this. Are they a safe toy to play with? Not safe, sort of safe, very safe. Are they fun toys? Because you want to think about that too for toys. Toys need to be fun and safe. And then you're going to tell us which toy you would prefer to buy if you were looking for a new toy. Okay? So you're going to get to go be a toy tester. Mr. Rush and I are so excited to see what toys you choose and how you rate them. Let us know if you have any questions.